Your inner teacher is about to awaken, my gorgeous Capricornius, right at the beginning of this week, which means that you are going to have something really, really ridiculously important to share. You really have to follow your inner call when it comes to this, and do not let absolutely anything to stop you whatsoever. And this in itself is going to be the main reason why you are going to find yourself being rather indecisive about some kind of a vision of yours that you've had for a really, really long time. You are going to find yourself like, do you know what, like kind of having your hands a little bit behind your back, and this is why you are going to find yourself indecisive, and it's to do with a specific vision of yours which you've had for a long time, how you want your life to be. And it's a lot to do with certain things you have been working on that you are so passionate about. Well, at that moment in time, you are, or you know what is actually going to bring a change or a difference at around this moment in time. As soon as you kind of find yourself indecisive, and as soon as you realize that your hands are behind your back when it comes to some kind of a vision of yours, very soon after that moment in time, you are gonna remember something. Oh my Lord, you're gonna go into a time, into the actual time, like a long, when it comes to things that have been happening in your life like a long time ago, you're gonna remind yourself of a certain memories, and these memories that you're gonna remind yourself at, what you're gonna be thinking about, it's very important, you know, and it's not gonna be that pleasant, because what you're gonna remind yourself of is you know, and the more unpleasant this is, the better outcome it's actually going to be. I know it sounds crazy. So what you're going to remind yourself of, what you're going to remember, you're going to remember one specific little bastard here, one specific person who in your past have stabbed you in your back. And now you're going to be like, why am I remembering this? Why am I remembering this? Well, this is a, first of all, you're going to be like, where is this coming from? Why am I remembering this? And very soon, after that moment in time, your own life force is about to kick in, and what are you gonna realize is that now it's time to actually express your driving passion. Now it's time. This is going to reflect on you in such a powerful way, where you're gonna realize that now it's time to express your driving passion, and this is gonna re-energize you, and it's really kind of going to put you back, you know, to stand really firmly on your own ground. This is gonna ground you, and it's also going to recenter you, and it's gonna play such an important role when it comes to you now suddenly getting your spiritual food out of it. And this is gonna kind of rejuvenate you just while you're thinking about it, to the point where you are gonna really be inspired so much, and you're gonna be left with absolutely no option but to focus on you know, why you have been indecisive, what is causing this indecisiveness, but most importantly, this is gonna trigger some really powerful life force within you, which is gonna inspire you to carry on with that important plan. For some reason, this is gonna really highlight an importance of your own vision. At this moment in time, my gorgeous Capricornius, your soul is going to rise, your spirit is going to rise, you're going to start elevating yourself like never before, and you are gonna kind of start becoming inspired again by your own vision. And here you're gonna have additional ideas, which are you gonna have for the first time of your life, for the first time of your life. They are gonna come completely out of the blue, these ideas, which are gonna be additional ideas when it comes to one specific particular vision, how you want your life to be. And that vision means to you so much, my gorgeous Capricornius, more than anything else. Okay, and later on, you are going to find yourself like, kind of chilling out and relaxing, again. And I always say to you that, when you're chilling out and relaxing, there is so much in terms of insight that actually comes to you. But it's also important to mention that you are going to really kind of, you're going to be chilling out, maybe lying down or sitting down, relaxing, and you're going to be thinking about something completely different. And at this point, there is more insight which you are going to have. And this particular insight which you're going to have, you're not going to be able to explain, but something is just going to push you like kind of to hurry up and hurry up and hurry up. Almost as if you are going to have this absolutely mind-blowing great sense of urgency to hurry up with this. And this is such a powerful element that's about to slide in right into your life, my gorgeous Capricornius, because again, it is going to provide you with the spiritual key to unlock the door that you've never knew actually existed. And why am I saying this? Because you are about to make an important step here, and that particular step which you're going to make, the second stage of that, it's going to be right at the end of January 2024. At the end of January 2024, these are like a really specific realizations which you're going to have, especially when it comes to the door that you never knew existed, because there are going to be like a few different things by the end of January that you're going to find yourself being so inspired by, like, and you've never been inspired with these specific things before. And this in itself is going to put you in this mode of being daring. And being daring, it's a very powerful energy, especially when it comes to like our own spirituality, because being daring is that essence that really pushes us forward at a time when we are facing things in front of us that are making us feel uncertain. My God, 99% of the time, lots of people would be like, no, baby, no. So this is why it's important to go with this powerful flow and to understand the actual importance of what's happening this week right now. You have to take yourself seriously, and you have to take your life seriously. And I'm not saying that you did not take yourself seriously whatsoever, but now, my gorgeous Capricornius, you are going on a completely different level. A very, very powerful week indeed. And also, when it comes to the numbers 333 and when it comes to the numbers 222, any combination of these numbers, if you notice throughout this week, you must, for the love of God, immediately pay attention to what was on your mind. You have to pay attention to what was on your mind, because you are really ignoring an important aspect of your life, which is like some kind of a problem. And you are kind of subconsciously ignoring the specific problem, and it's to do with something that you do not like or you do not want to deal with whatsoever, but it is kind of creating a blockage, and it's going to be creating blockage until you kind of like take this seriously. So if you see these numbers, when you see these numbers, just make sure to kind of reflect on what you were thinking about at around that particular time, and I can assure you that there is a specific problem that you need to deal with, and only you can deal with that problem, nobody else. But it's gonna just kind of keep on slowing you down until you kind of acknowledge it. So this is why this is so important. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, it's a lot about your inner strength returning, my gorgeous Capricornius. Your inner strength, it's about to return at around the mid-week. And this in itself, it's going to come in a form of you having this absolutely wonderful and mind-blowing idea to start something new. It's to do with a specific project, but it's to do with something really personal to you. This is very, very personal to you indeed, and it is such a powerful time to actually start this at the time when you least expected. Why? Because you've got a perfect combination in between your spirituality and practicality. So anything that comes to you in terms of like the actual ideas are gonna go in really, really far, and they are coming coming from your heart, they're coming from your soul, they're coming from your spirit. And these particular ideas are so powerful, and they are signifying the fact that lots of things are slowly coming to an end. And when lots of things are slowly coming to an end, as soon as we acknowledge this, new things are going to come up and become available to us as well. So this idea is going to be something really important, really personal. And also, this idea is just something that you have been kind of, like this idea, it's like something that was like kind of, on your mind for a while, but not this specific idea, but it was like a lots of things that were on your mind that are like kind of like that pushed you to kind of come to this stage in your life. But this idea you're not going to be able to do, you're not going to be able to start unless you understand that you are going to need to put your foot down. You're going to need to like really pretty much so set a certain boundaries. And I think that boundaries at this stage of your life are going to be absolutely obvious, but you need to be strong, you need to be smart, and you need to be clever. Okay, you need to be very sharp at this stage of your life indeed. And also, my gorgeous Capricornius, it's not only about your inner strength returning with that particular idea, but it's like you are slowly but surely moving back to wholeness, my gorgeous Capricornius, and you need to recognize how powerful you are. And this is exactly what is going to happen. You are going to recognize your own power. You are going to recognize how powerful you are, because there are going to be a couple of informations that you're going to get hold of when it comes to like your past, and when it comes to you responding in your own unique way. And maybe at the time when everybody would be like, no baby, no. So this in itself, it's going to really kind of make you aware of how powerful you actually are. And of course that this is coming through your own intuition indeed. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Capricornius, this is fantastic. Do you know why this is fantastic? Because you are going to really understand something about yourself you never understood before. There is a very specific truth which is going to be revealed at the end of this week. There is a very specific truth which is going to be revealed at the end of this week. Okay, this is going to bring a very deep insight. Okay, and at the same time, you're gonna understand something you didn't understand before. This is to do with your psychic insight. This is to do with your third eye being open. And my gorgeous Capricornius, most importantly, you are going to see the truth for what it is. You must follow your intuition. And what is your intuition gonna be telling you? Oh my God, no, I'm joking. What is your intuition gonna be telling you? It's gonna tell you to make an important move, an important step when it comes to something that you found challenging for so long. And this important step and move is you understanding how and when to move on with your life. But this is moving on with your life, finding yourself on a very powerful spiritual quest, and at the same time you're moving towards calmer waters. And also, although this is not as obvious right now, but trust me, very very soon, within the next few weeks, you will have a very much so an important and positive message that what you're doing right now, it's a really really good, and it's going to bring so much optimism and happiness and pleasure into your life. It's going to bring a big change, but it's a lot to do with your own personal contentment. So this is why this is going so important. You're going to find yourself in this mode where you're going to be planning and planning and planning, but then again, the part of that plan, it's going to be you understanding that you need to walk away from something as well that has come to an end, something that you've been waiting for too long, something that you've been patient about for way too long, and this is going to be a sign and indication that has come to an end, and to walk away from that. And the sooner you realize that, you need to understand that the process of a very powerful transformation, it's about to begin. The process of a very powerful transformation, it's about to start. Very very important indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Capricornians, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. I love you. Bye.